Hi, welcome back to Susan's Kitchen Corner, and on today's episode we're going to make a polenta pie, almost didn't get it out, and we're going to use the milk and honey polenta because it has a nice flavor to it. It can be used as, it's real, I'm on a polenta kick, I can't help it. It can be used for sweet, savory, and with meats. It's just one of these things. I like things that you can use in all sorts of different, everything. This is why I'm like on a craze right now. So I have pork tenderloin, which I've chopped up. It's about 2 pounds, and here's a little block of it that's left. And when you chop this up, you want to make sure it's half frozen, because when it's frozen, you can control the cuts a lot easier. And I'll do that in just a minute. You're going to need a casserole dish that's pretty deep. You're going to need about 3 1/4 cups milk. That's for the polenta. And 1 1/4 cup of the polenta, which we'll do later, and 2 tablespoons of butter. And this is going to be for the polenta and possibly for the sauce too. You're going to need either a handful of garlic or 2 or 3, depending how many you like. You're going to need an onion that's diced and chopped, which this isn't yet. You're going to need 2 bell peppers, 1 or more jalapenos. So if you want to go really hot, you can add more. This is my last one left, so we're going to use it up. You're going to need ketchup. And I like to use this one has no high fructose, I can't even say it anymore. No high fructose corn syrup. So we don't have that in our diet anymore, so try to keep that out. Which this probably, let's see if this does. No, it doesn't. Good, okay, just looking. And then I'm going to add some chili garlic sauce, I'm not going to pronounce the brand name because I can't. I don't want to murder it. So that's the hot chili sauce we like. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that just to spice it up. Make sure you have your drink handy. Iced tea. Okay, well, let's get started. And like me, if I forget anything, oh yeah, and here's the pot. So let's chop the rest of this up. Let me get my knife, okay. I noticed I got my, yeah, you might want to see what I'm doing. You notice I got my big, nice cutting board out. So vegetables, meat, and then I used the other one. I have 3 of them. Actually, I have 4 of them. So each one is, one's for noodles, one's for baking. So let's cut these like this. Now if you want, you can cut this ahead of time. And then what you do is you just wrap it with saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator. And then when you're done with everything else, then you can get it back out and put it in the pan. And what I like to do is when I clean the cutting board, take a capful or more of bleach, mix it with some water, pour it over it, and let it set. And then wash it off with hot soapy water. So see how I'm cutting it and then I'm dicing it? Because we want this small. And let's do this. I'm going to pour this right in right now, because that's where it's going to get cooked in. Okay, so we're going to put it right in there. And see how much space I got? This is just so good. So let's put that in there. Okay, so let's get another batch. So cut them, stack them up, cut them diagonally. Or straight up and down, I should say. Turn them. See, we're just dicing them. I like to buy the meat that I can chop what size I want, because then I can control, you know, it's like going out there and buying pre-cut meat can get quite expensive. So when you buy the meat that's not pre-cut, you do save money. And if you get to the end and there's kind of like here, kind of like unorganized pieces, just bunch them up and chop them the best you can. Okay, that's about good enough. Let me do the old, let's see if I can do this daredevil thing, because I got meat all over my hands. Takes a professional to do this. I'm gonna drop one. Okay, now let's wash your hands. Well, actually, let's me wash my hands. I think washing your hands would be very difficult through the YouTube screen. And when you wash your hands off of meat, you usually do the happy birthday method. Sing happy birthday. And that's usually what the criteria is for meat. And I think that was about a half-ass happy birthday song I sung. Okay, now, wash your hands. This goes in the sink. And this goes in the sink. And we're going to deal with that later. I can't be here all night concentrating on cleaning. Okay, so here we go. We're going off again. Oh my god, and I need my knife. Well, let's see. Where's my... Okay, well, intermission. I gotta get my knife out. It's the only knife I have. Where'd it go? Where did it go? It's hiding. Oh, there it is. Okay, just wash this. Wash this off real good with hot soapy water, because you don't want any of that meat juice going anywhere else. Okay. Nice and clean. Okay. Jalapeno. Now, a lot of people like to gut their jalapenos of the seeds. I'm like, whatever. It's all good. So just dice them up like that. And remember, wash your hands after this too. Well, after you're done cooking. Because a lot of people don't think about it. It's like, okay, I have a little cat, right? And if I'm done cooking, that juice is still going to be on my fingers. And I'm going to go, you know, after dinner's over, after everything's over, that hot juice of the jalapeno, and I'm going to pet my little kitty. Well, how do cats bathe? They lick themselves, so it's like, always have in mind that you want to wash your hands. Yeah, it'd be awful for the cat to be, oh, I think I'm going to decide to take a bath, and one lick and the cat's like mortified because its fur tastes like hot jalapeno juice. So, peeling the garlic. You know, I should have my little bowl, but it's being used right now. If a little piece of skin gets in the thing, it's not going to kill you. And if you have a special way of de-skinning the garlic, use it. This is how I've always done it. That's called the slam method. Okay. Boy, these are small. My karate chop. Okay, let's just do that. And then basically chop them up too. mix the fingers. Just give it a good chop again, back and forth. Old school rule. Square it in the middle of the cutting board, then chop. Square it again. Chop. Well, that's my old school rule. So that way it minimizes food falling off the cutting board. But when you're cutting like a lot of onions, that doesn't usually happen. Okay, so that's done. And let's get this on the burner. Put it in there. Now, as you notice, it's one of these things when you're cooking. You know how you see them? They have the pan and they have the oil in it. It's hot. Either way, it's going to get cooked. It's like you don't. There's no mandatory law. Okay, if you're a culinary professional and you're looking at this and you're going, oh gee, she's not doing it right, I'm not going to watch the video. Don't watch the video. So I'll put about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in there. And actually I can do something I've never done before. I'm going to cook it over here. We're going to start it off on medium. And then we're going to add the rest of the stuff to it. Get your designated mixer out. Lost some of them over the edge. Make sure the burner's on. Yep. Okay. Pick it up. Let's bring the onion over. Get the bottom and top off. Take that layer out. Actually, let's trim the low. I just made a mistake. I don't want it on because I've got the onion to put in yet. So, oops. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, I will be right back.